No mai, hari mai, ko Ian toko inua, ko Wanamaker te iwi. Alongside Josh Kretschmar tonight, we are the commentating team. I'm Ian Wanamaker. Thank you very much for tuning into this live stream broadcast. We have some exciting NZIHL hockey coming at you today, and I do thank you for tuning in to this broadcast because we know there's been a lot of sporting options this weekend, Josh, with the Auckland FC taking on that Melbourne team, and unfortunately getting the raw end of the stick on that one. I don't know if you want to talk about that too much on air, but we had a great game last night here at the break here in Paradise, Avondale. It was a 6-3 victory for the Auckland Admirals over the visiting Phoenix Thunder. So quite a good game to watch. A lot of goals. In fact, 4 goals were scored in the first period by the West Auckland team, and a bit of a response though from the Thunder. Yeah,
Admirals got a quick early lead to kind of ride their way to victory through the rest. Thunder definitely kind of came back and tried to challenge it, but wasn't really able to make anything of it to give them a proper challenge. We do also have the New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League playing tonight. The game will almost be done, which will be the Dunedin Thunder women's team taking on the Wakatupu Wild. If you're joining us from that game, welcome. That game will be done soon. Refs just onto the ice now. We'll be getting ready for puck drop soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And yesterday there was I mentioned a bit of a flurry at the end of the game. It didn't result in any carryover, any suspensions or penalties, so that was a very positive thing that things did manage to calm down and settle. There were some hotheads for sure with some of the penalties that were called. And I guess we'll just leave it at that. Essentially nothing carried over, and we got a brand new set of the brand new game. So this is the second game of the weekend. It's a home and away kind of series is how, I would kind of describe the way this league is set up. They play a total of 16 games. West Auckland Admirals are hosting the Phoenix Thunder up here for 2 games, and I believe that the West Auckland team has already gone down to Dunedin and played their 2 games down there. So this will be their 4 games once this game is concluded, and they play each team twice. And at the moment, on the table of the standings, we have got a bit of a 3-way logjam for second place, Josh. It's although the Botany Swarm have a game in hand, sitting kind of second equal on the table just behind the Stampede are the Botany Swarm, West Auckland Admirals, and also the Phoenix Thunder.
Yes, so whoever wins tonight will take second place solely for themselves and drop. Well, Botany will drop, and potentially the losing team as well. A lot of points riding on this game. You could almost call it one of those 6-point games, as they kind of mention in the NHL, a 4-point game. This will be 6 points because we play with the IHF point system.
Yes, that's right, and they have the IHF rules that kind of govern how things are played, although in this particular ice rink in Paradise Avondale at the break it's known as, it is the NHL size dimension rink, so it is a little bit smaller than what you may be used to viewing if you are an international viewer.
Yep, smaller than the rink down in Dunedin as well, as that's a full Olympic size. I'm always curious to know whether teams struggle differently or play a bit differently depending on the size rink they play. I know personally I prefer playing at Avondale, so it's much smaller and I get tired easily. But these guys are proper athletes, so they're more likely to use the space a bit better. Where here it gets pretty clogged up. It's sometimes a bit hard to enter the offensive zone because you just have so many players in your way. So I think the rink size can potentially make or break some teams.
No, that's true, and I guess the teams that make the best adjustments will be the ones that have the most amount of success. And I see here at the moment we've got another 4-referee system, or I guess 4 zebras. They got the stripes tonight, 2 wearing the red armbands. We have got Brooke Patron, and I'm not sure who the other referee is there, but they are 4 of them there tonight talking things over and getting things underway.
Just to clog the ice up a bit more.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say, as you mentioned that, there's 4 of them, and then there's also the 5 skaters plus the 2 goalkeepers. So there we are. We are just about ready. We're getting the official whistle and puck drop, and we are started. Game 2 of the weekend. West Auckland Admirals taking on the Phoenix Thunder here in Tamaki Makaurau. Puck sent down already early behind the Admirals net. Stegman sent that deep as the Admirals are along the half wall. Hart tries to clear, but that's kept in by number 91, Blair. And Justin Day passes it up to Henry. Henry gives it to Vesper. He streaks down that left side, backhands it in. First kind of touch for starting goalie James Moore. And Blair comes in on the right side. Tries to get through Daigle. Can't dangle him. He gets taken down. Puck gets sent to the other side. Hard skates with it. He's got a bit of speed. He cuts in. Well defended by Stegman. Hart's met by 2 Phoenix Thunder players. Shot to the net, and that is steered away by Moore. Regan fights for it in the corner. He's bodied by Blair. 3 Phoenix Thunder players there kind of waiting to see what happens. And that puck goes right off the mesh and gets stuck on the glass, and we'll get a stoppage of play. Just over a 1 minute played in the first period.
You should have mentioned that in the pre-game talk, but yeah, we do have Moore starting tonight, which is different to Wilson, who started last night, but Moore did get game time. He started in the second and third period, and yeah, I thought he played quite well.
Yeah, he definitely did. He steadied the ship when he came in, and he stopped a lot of pucks as well. Did let in 2, but the final score did end up 6-3. So we'll see if he's on his game all the way through this one. As Steitley and Mawson battle in the corner down low. Puck comes in front, steered away by Flynn Hayward-Jones, out of danger. Quick attack here, and that shot gets blocked. Makes its way towards Chaba, had his paddle down. And Thunder can't get through the defense of the Admirals. Regan, he has it now. Gets that puck pass deflected. Mawson pinches up. Takes a huge hit from Schroyer the Destroyer as Mawson gets leveled right at the blue line. And he goes and makes a change, probably feeling that one. Steitley trying to get it to Eden. Eden has to go back. Passes it up to Schroyer. Number 13, the big man. Shoots it on net. Chaba gets it off his stick, and it pops right up into his glove, and he holds on.
We'll take another look at the hit that happens here. Hopefully we did get that on camera. Yeah, oh, just hit a brick wall there right on the blue line and sat down.
And again, that is not an easy thing to do. Mawson is a very large human, also known as Aquaman. Yeah,
also,
he got
also an MMA fighter as well.
Is he real? Okay,
yeah.
So that's something I did not know. He's into that as well. So multi-talented sporting athlete. As the Admirals break away with some speed. That's Quigley. Gets taken off the puck there. And Phoenix Thunder break away 3-on-3. Try to get through the middle, but that's off a skate. Quigley puts it off the boards, back around the other way. Tyon's there, number 37. He gets crunched down to the boards. Already some big hits in this game, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a smaller rink, right? So more likely to come face-to-face with your opponents.
All right, yeah, some big collisions. As McLeish, he carries it up the wall and gets it up to Rooney. Gives it to Quigley, and Quigley elects to send it down as both teams elect to make some changes. 17 minutes in the first period. Puck passed up to Otis. Number 27, one of the assistant captains for the Thunder. Beckstead puts it in. And there is just a little bit of a delay. I think the lines person had the hand up for offside, but maybe didn't blow hard enough into the whistles, and nobody heard that. It was just a bit of a bird chirp, but then the second one was working, so thank goodness. The whistle does go, and we have a face-off.
Yeah, the intent to blow the whistle was there.
Don't you love that? If every referee had all the intent in the world to make the call, but they just didn't,
yeah,
we would have a very frustrating hockey game. Oh, a bit of a misstep back there. Blows a tire. One of the defenders for the Thunder, Blair, just tripped over his own feet. Luckily, the Thunder are able to regain the puck. 2-on-2 here. Otis takes a wrist shot, and that is gloved nicely by Chaba with pressure coming on that backside.
As we watch this replay, I'd just like to give a big thanks to Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals. Yeah, Pure NZ being one of the sponsors, also the naming sponsors for the West Auckland Admirals this season. Awesome to see.
Yes, that is true. It's great to have sponsorship in this sport here in New Zealand. It is amateur level. They kind of operate as professionals, maybe a little bit less, because they are not getting paid to play the game. They are doing that out of love and out of their own pocket. It is an expensive sport to play. As Darling sends the puck down. Diggs there, he takes a light check. And Declan Quinn gets it out. Here goes Alex Regan, streaking in, cuts to the middle. Gets met by a stiff arm.
Yeah, head flying back there as he took something to the face.
Yeah, Schroyer the Destroyer. Oh, I don't know if that name's going to catch on. We might have to
I
just
like
ask him.
it.
Yeah, I know, but it's more the viewers and the audience. Or I don't even know if Schroyer himself is okay with us calling him that. So, Mark, maybe if you are rewatching this and listening, let us know. Flynn Hayward-Jones.
Fans online, feel free to put a comment in as well in our YouTube chat. We do have your chat up on our screen, so we'll respond if there are any questions involved.
Yeah, just yesterday I mentioned that Tristan Darling was one of the original Dunedin Thunder members, but the club was founded in 2008, back when I was still playing, and the only member that's currently on the roster that was part of that group was Regan Wilson. So I do admit the error there, and I know that Tristan did join a little bit later on. I think it was 2011 or 2012. And thank you for our extra statisticians out there that correcting any of our errors.
Yeah, we're not always perfect on commentary, unfortunately.
Yeah, we do the best we can. And Rooney with it takes a hard pass all the way down. That's going to go caroming off the boards directly onto Moore. Good thing he holds on, because that will now be, I would think, registered as a shot on goal. Anytime the puck is going into the net and it is stopped by the goalkeeper, that is what registers a shot on goal. Whereas if the puck's going wide of the net and the goaltender makes a fantastic glove save or blocker save, not registered.
Yeah, that was actually quite a lucky deflection off the boards to bounce towards the goal. Otherwise, it would have gone for icing.
That's right. So I guess the Admirals will take it. They get an offensive zone faceoff. And that is won by the Thunder. And they chip it up right off the glass over the arm of Daig. But Henry has it. He streaks in. He's got a bit of speed to the backhand. Trying to get something there. But he's fighting off the check. As Tyon tries to clear it, but that's kept in a little bit, and then heading off of that low kind of silver shiny roof that's here. And we have a stoppage.
Yeah, new shiny roof here, kind of rebuilt over the off-season. We've got new netting as well between us. Unfortunately, it does show up quite a bit more than the previous net on our camera, but hopefully that's still enough for you to be able to enjoy the game.
Quick shot there right off the face-off. Yeah, that's true. One of the better things, too, at the rink since they redid the roofing was also the lighting. The lighting here is now much more consistent all the way across the rink and very bright, allowing you to, as a viewer, see this game really well. As Vesper gets spilled right off the face-off in front of the linesman, no referee. There's two of them out there, 4 in total. None of them seem to see that one. As Henry has a shot to the net, and that's tipped just away as Moore might have got a piece of that. Vesper on the doorstep. And Thunder clear. That's Taylor Kennedy. Oh, that comes right to Vesper, and then another shot that hits the linesperson. That happened last night, too, and I think the linesperson was definitely favoring their chest area. That one looked like it got the linesman somewhere in the nether regions. Oh, and another big hit there. Beckstead going in after Regan, shaking the glass, and the person inside the penalty box area actually moved back out of the way because that was quite an impact.
Yeah, these boards actually do have quite a bit of give to it. I worry about people standing so close to them when a hit comes.
That's true, especially if you have a drink or some kind of food and there's a large human coming your way and it happens to bounce off the glass or boards. Good thing there is a bit of bounce. Some boards, they don't have any, and that's dangerous.
Oh, yeah, you do need the bounce. That's yeah, otherwise players will be getting hurt all the time.
See, number 9 for Phoenix Thunder there. That's Joseph Orr. I didn't see him in the game last night, so it's good to see him out playing for the Phoenix Thunder, adding to their offensive talent. There he is here. He's got a lot of speed. Comes in 1-on-2 and takes a shot, and Chaba will swallow that one up and have another draw.
We'll take a look at that hit that happened before. Bouncing into the boards there.
So Regan was the one that was receiving the hit, but he also kind of he got rid of the puck and then hit Beckstead as Beckstead was trying to hit him. So kind of a reverse hit. And players are well within their rights to do that, protect themselves once they release the puck. That's Stegman sending it cross ice all the way to Beckstead. Beckstead on the left side, pass in the middle, a shot there by Lewis. Testing Chaba once again, but he gets a piece of that one, sending it up into the mesh.
Yeah, pretty even so far in this game. Good to see, because I felt like last night's game, the Admirals kind of rocked up the score right at the beginning, putting the Thunder on their heels. But yeah, much more even. Who knows which way it's going to go.
That is right, and it's been just almost 7.5 minutes, give or take, here. And by that time yesterday, there was already a few goals scored, and the Phoenix Thunder were really reeling and really surprised, perhaps, getting stung that quickly. This game, we have got goose eggs on the board, nothing at present, as Daigle captaining the ship. He's setting it up right there. Oh, giveaway in front, but quickly helped by Vesper, but it's still not out of harm's way yet. But they do manage to clear it. 3-on-2 shaping up. Henry with it. Goes down the left side. Drop pass for Dag. Dag takes a wrist shot. Hits someone in front, doesn't get on target. Beckstead, 2-on-2 the other way. Cuts in the middle. Tries to go right through his legs, does, but well defended. Henry all the way up to Quinn. That's Declan Quinn. 1 against 4. He kind of just drops it down, looking for some options. And Herring tries to get it out of there. But met there, shot by Quinn and saved by Moore. Good forechecking pressure by the Admirals.
Well, this is the shot that happened before here. It was a really good chance. Admirals doing quite well exiting their zone. Rare mistake there by Justin Daigle trying to get the puck out before, but ended up creating a 3-on-2 play. So ultimately it wasn't a terrible play.
Sebastian Chamberlain got sat down after trying to take that shot. In his follow-through, he got hit with it. Or got hit, I should say. That puck goes right into the crease. It almost went into the net, Josh. It kind of took a weird bounce off of the goaltender's stick. But luckily, he's able to hold onto it, not direct it into his own net.
Yeah, there's. I couldn't exactly tell what was going on here from our vantage point, but yeah, puck getting very close to that goal line.
So Regan having the face-off against Sebastian Steven, and Steven wins that one back. But the Admirals are on it right away. They get onto it on the corner. That's Quinn. Looks up top to McLeish. McLeish has a wrist shot. That goes wide. Trying to clear it is Jackson Flight. Gives it up to Regan Wilson, and that's taken away by Chamberlain. Chamberlain goes back to Gareth McLeish, but on his back end, so he's forced to go back. Chamberlain up to Ben Steven. Saw some brother against brother action yesterday, and man, they were not holding back at all. Kind of reminds me of the Primo brothers in the NHL. Those guys just were absolutely, when the game was on, like the puck was dropped, they just had, you know, just, it was full on. There was nothing holding them back, brother or not. It was, you're my enemy tonight, and then maybe after the game we can have a chat about it.
Yeah, it was pretty fun to watch. They were definitely going at each other. I think a little harder than what they would have if it wasn't their own brother that they were hitting.
Yeah, that's true. Always trying to get one up each other, I would imagine. Family bragging rights. But bragging rights right now is both teams trying to get points here. There is nothing on the board to show for it right now. West Auckland did win the game before yesterday. And Phoenix Thunder looking to respond. Steitley coming in 1-on-3. He curls back up top to Eden. He gets tripped up. He went down. Phoenix Thunder still have the puck. Schroyer gets it into Eden. Eden with a nice move there. Sidesteps a check. Pass doesn't get through again. He's holding off the defender. Up to Darling at the point. Looking for a redirect. That goes wide. Schroyer down low. Mawson trying to get it out of the zone. That puck's bouncing around on the sideboards. It does clear the zone, and Thunder have to go back with it. Bit of a backhand giveaway, though. Hart takes advantage. He streaks in that left side. Goes on the backhand. Gets it poked away. Hit well by Schroyer. Keeps going, though. Or goes into contact against Sestroni. Shot there from the far side. And that is saved nicely, and the Thunder will break out of the zone. Beckstead stops up just inside the blue line. Pass across, opportunity here, shot in front. Oh, it was a pass that gets off a skate by Hayward Jones. And the Admirals go the other way. Daigle looking to get around his man. Stegman's there. Back to Daigle. To Henry. Goes up top. Vesper with a wrist shot. Went through traffic, but doesn't get on net. Daigle puts it in front. That goes off Hart's stick and wide. Vesper battles there. Thunder doing much better this time, clearing the zone and putting pressure on the Admirals when they have the puck. Something they did not do a whole lot of yesterday, Josh. Good to see that they're making some adjustments already in this game, knowing that defensive pressure they have to get onto the Admirals, as the Admirals can score on you very quickly and early. Going the other way is Barry. He mishandles the puck, and he had a chance there. Couldn't reach his winger. They had a 2-on-1 setup, and everyone goes for a change, except for the defenders. Daigle looking up ice. Good saucer pass, but doesn't get onto Quinn's tape, so that will be an icing call.
Cool, just was going to mention something that happened kind of behind the play there, missed on camera. Just before we had Chris Eden give a massive slash to Andy Hart's stick. Kind of annoying Andy Hart a little bit. Had a bit of a chat to Brooke Patron, one of the referees, saying, hey, what was the deal with that?
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if you get your stick slashed out of your hands, but, you know, it takes two to tango, and Andy has been on both sides of the refereeing ledger. It is really good to see him back in the lineup, though, for the Admirals. Has a bit of a foot race here as Ben Steven wins that against Jackson Flight. The sticks get up a little bit, but then looks like Blair kind of wins that battle, gets it to Flight. Flight then headmans the puck up. Rubbed off the puck there as McLeish puts a good hit up on Tyon. And Blair steps in. Herring steps in on Ben Steven, and Steven gave a retaliatory little slash. A reverse hit by McLeish. Again, physicality heating up, much to the crowd's chagrin. Bit of a giveaway, though, as the Admirals send it all the way right onto Moore from the opposite blue line. You don't see shots like that often. Chamberlain goes on the back end to Regan on the wall here. Gets kind of knocked off the puck, I'll say, but with a stiff arm stick. Stiley still on it here, gets it back. Pass in front. That's taken away by Chamberlain. Up to Moses. Moses can't get through. Chamberlain battles against Orr, and he sends it the length of the ice. No icing. I guess the linesperson decided that there was chance to play the puck. Now, the Thunder setting up behind their goal. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left in period one. Score is 0-0 here at Paradise Avondale. And that is looking like that might go for icing, and it does. As Schroyer just kind of lifted it all the way down the ice.
Bit of a spicy shift there of lots of hits going all over the place. That was one of them. Kind of a reverse hit as the person laying that actually had possession of the puck.
Yeah, that's the second time that's happened, hasn't it, Josh? Where the Admiral player is in possession of the puck and the Thunder player is making contact, but then taking the receiving end of the hit.
Just seeing the refs kind of commune here, having a bit of a conversation, potentially about the hits that were happening, a little bit of a behind-the-play stuff. Probably just going to try and settle it down before anything gets a bit too ridiculous.
No, that's fair. I think also they're just putting the face-off back to center ice as well.
That's probably what the conversation was about.
Just to determine where, well, also then they get a chance to discuss anything that did happen in the shift.
Yeah, because I think the puck kind of just didn't make the goal line before the whistle blew. So, yeah, face-off at center ice after the icing.
That puck is definitely bouncing around. I know the pucks are on ice before the game, so they could be with all the fans in here as well as the higher temperatures. Puck might be bouncing around a little bit more than normal. But here we are. Daigle's got the puck in behind the net. Goes all the way up to Vesper near the red line. He chips it in. Good setup as Vesper pressures his man. That's Blair, and they both go down. Hart has, he's getting worked over by Beckstead. Beckstead fights for the puck, doesn't get it clear of the line. Hart has it, takes a good hit in the side for his troubles. Daigle pinches up, takes out Lewis. Lewis dumps it in. Beckstead's there. Again, Admirals pretty well, they're clearing it pretty nicely as well anytime there's pressure in their defensive zone. But a bit of opportunity as the teams are changing. Puck's moved up ice. Stegman looking to go upstairs. He goes way too high off the glass and out of the zone. A little bit of an offside delay. That play gets moving up ice again. Back forward is Ben Steven. Saucer pass picked off in the middle of the ice. Flight with a shot and a save. Good glove save. Oh, rebound is there. Ben Steven trying to clear it. Probably one of the better chances for the Thunder so far. Here's Schroyer taking a sharp angle shot, and Shaba is there to hold on. 4 minutes 40 in period number 1.
Yeah, Ben Steven doing well to not accidentally knock the puck in as he's trying to chase up the rebound. Manages to keep that out of the net.
So we've got shots locked up at 8 apiece, and also the scoreline is the same, 0-0. So nothing on score, but big hit by Schroyer. The Destroyer coming up again on Rooney as the Admirals, they take the hit, but they're certainly challenging and making some plays down on the other end. So they're doing well not only to receive the checks, but putting pressure on the Thunder. Thunder being potentially a bit too over-aggressive, Josh, and we shall see if that may get the better of them as this game goes on.
I don't want to tell them to calm it down because I'm enjoying this right now.
Oh, it's fantastic. You love seeing it, like great hits, open ice like that as well. But Schroyer stepped up so much that he left a big gap on his right side, and that allowed the Admirals to go in with numbers 2-on-1, leading to another chance. So it's all good having these big hits, but if you open the game up like that, the other team can make you pay. Hayward Jones, he's getting worked again against in the corner, but Sestrone's there to help him. He brings it up, but gives it to Eden. Not the guy you want to give it to, but offside as Otis was still over the line.
We did actually get a tripping call from that. I saw Brooke Patron's arm up. Just here on the replay there to the right of your screen. I'm pretty sure that will be going for tripping. Oh, no, never mind. We don't have anyone in the box. I'm not sure why she had her hand
Maybe
up.
there was a change of mind or just, outstretched arm, having a stretch or a scratch. Who knows? Yeah. All sorts of things happen that are often undefined. So we are 5-on-5 in his last 3 minutes, 17 seconds in the first period. Thunder are again offside, but they clear and touch up as Dade goes in behind the net, setting things up again. Quarterbacking the play as he does so well, but that is a little bit too far. Oh, and Hart doesn't get it. No icing. And Hart does make good contact there, but Thunder come away. 1-on-3. That's Lewis. Gives it to Stegman. Goes back to Lewis. Speaking of contact, that was a good hit by Henry, and that knocked the water bottle off. Well, someone's bottle that was there hanging on the top of the boards. Fans need to be aware. 2-on-2 here. Henry, nice move, cuts in the middle, gets a shot away. Moore doesn't know where it is, but he stops that. Again, the Admirals are just able to break through plays. It was just a 2-on-2, but Henry with some great hands here.
Yeah, good toe drag to kind of get around the defenseman there. Defenseman drifting quite wide for his positioning, giving him just a very easy gap to skate through.
So face-off win by the Thunder. And they clear the zone. They get the puck all the way through to the Admirals' third. If you want to call it a third, it's not really. It's just, you can call it a zone, can't we, Josh? I mean, you technically got 3 main zones in the rink.
Yeah, no, definitely.
There's Alex Regan. He sends it over to Sebastian Chamberlain. Spinorama on himself, and then he goes down. Eden takes the puck away. And then Ben Steven backhands it up the boards. Thunder doing well to get that at the boards, but again, Admirals do pressure it pretty quickly and get the puck back. Lots of board battles here. And Regan trying to come away with it, but he had his stick lifted by Orr, and that gets all the way back to Schroyer. Schroyer goes D to D. Bit of a misstep there again. I don't know if his skates are sharp or not, but he's certainly fallen over at least once or twice as hurrying. Seems to have a smile on his face, or unless he's wincing from being knocked over by himself. Not sure. Here he is again. He sends it in. And we had a linesman go down. I don't know, maybe it's just the ice or the lack of skate sharpening. As Mawson dumps and chases, goes after Herring, puts a big hit on him. And Daigle with it. Gives it right up to Rooney. Rooney can't hold it. Beckstead goes the other way to Lewis. Lewis comes in. Pass back to him. Lewis with a shot and a goal. He shoots and scores. My goodness, what a surprise there. Otis, as he's falling, scores for the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, what a pass there. I thought he was initially going to take the shot, but he just did an absolute great tape-to-tape pass. I did notice the ref had his hand up, probably going to call for a trip on the play, but not needed as there is a goal scored from that play. That was really awesome to watch.
Yeah, quite good skill there by Otis, demonstrating how and why he was picked for the Ice Blacks and had a great tournament down there in Dunedin with the World Championships and showcasing his kind of his deception, but as well as his skill set with a great placed shot. So we have a 1-0 score here as the Phoenix Thunder strike in the last minute of the first period. Here at Paradise Avondale. Schroyer, he has the puck inside the Admiral zone. Shot, and he kind of hits his own man, or as he went down. Admirals go back the other way, and Flynn Hayward-Jones puts pressure on. Vespers jamming in front looking for. The puck seemed to be stopped on top of the net for a moment there. That's dug free. Or with Eden. What a combination. Here comes Eden on the outside. Gets in. Shot. And that's saved very well by Chaba, holding that position on the post, as Moore does. And that is another stop to the side. That will take us to the end of period number 1, Josh. What a period so far. Low scoring compared to yesterday, but still lots of action, a lot of physicality. Pretty good game.
Yeah, what was similar to last night, though, is no penalties at all in the first period. I'm sure some will come at some point because I feel like both teams are trying to find where that line is. They haven't crossed it yet. But, yeah, stay tuned because that will I think things will start rising up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed that both teams are willing to be super competitive and lay the body on the line and put some hits in and also try to make some plays. So, yeah, we shall see if there are going to be some extra big collisions or hits, but often those, if they're ill-timed, can really cost you if they're not backed up by your other defenders or your other players on the rink. It's all good making the big hits, but sometimes it can open up a lot of space in behind, as we've seen earlier in the game. So,
yeah, cool. So we will take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll see you after.
Kia ora whanau, ko Ian Tako Inawa. I am alongside Josh Kretschmar, Ian Wanamaker here. We are the commentating team for this NZIHL live stream broadcast. It's a pleasure to be here and to have you tuning in from wherever you are in the world. We've got people from Texas, people from Vancouver tuning in. We've got alarms going off on all of our
emergency
phones.
alerts happening now.
So every one of the audience members is getting the emergency alert. Is that telling everyone that Tom Cruise is here? Is that what happens?
I didn't read it, so hopefully we're all safe
I'm
here.
not sure. Yeah, maybe can someone let us know what's actually happening while all our phones are going off?
Well timed.
But we've got an ice hockey game here going on, and it's at Paradise Avondale here, the Brig in Tamaki Makaurau, and it's going to be the second period, Josh, and relatively even for both teams so far. Shots on net, 11 to the Admirals, 10 to the Phoenix Thunder. And the Thunder have got a 1-0 lead after the first 20 minutes, scoring in that last minute of the first period.
Yeah, game is still very open up for anyone to take it, really, as the teams come onto the ice now. Thunder in the lead, but Admirals still playing quite well, leading on the shots, 11 to 10. So, yeah, we'll be very curious to know how the rest of the game goes.
Yeah, that's right. Penalty-free first period, so that was same as yesterday. That is very rare that happens in the NZIHL, and often a fairly high-scoring league on average. As the last weekend set of games when the Botany Swarm took on the Canterbury Red Devils, it was a 10. Was it 10-1 or
10-4 was the second game,
and there was
I think it was 10-1
the first game. So like that's 20 goals scored by one team, and that's a lot of goals. So a high-scoring league. But also there's other leagues here. We have a women's league.
Yes, we've got 4 teams in the women's league. We've got the Auckland Steel, the Canterbury Inferno, and the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Thunder women's team. That game has just finished between the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Thunder. Women's, they with Dunedin taking out the win 3-1. So sorry, I don't really have the standings off the top of my head. Auckland Steel still on top with the amount of wins that they have got. And there'll also be games next weekend as well. I will talk more about that later because we are getting ready to start the second period.
And puck is dropped. Second period action coming your way. Henry gets in, looking right after it. Shot in net, and that was well-placed pass all the way looking for Hart. And he tried to get it on net. Still has it all when he gets it taken away. Quick help, though. This line very hungry for the puck. He gets taken down. Still shooting for it. That puck gets shot off the board. Still in the zone. As Taylor Kennedy sends it back down. Regan Wilson goes for it, and he sends it up off the boards, trying to clear. Daigle on the backhand puts it low. And Regan Wilson gets it. Puts it off his own man's skate. He gets it off the glove. Scott Henry, tries to get that puck. And they take it to the corner. Curring brings it up. Still not able to clear, and they finally do. So first minute, Admirals really pressuring the Phoenix Thunder. Coming out of the period gates real hot. Here comes Daigle on the backhand. That is poke checked away by Regan Wilson. Still with it, though, is Dag. He sends it low. And the Thunder will carry it up. Audis sends it cross rink dumping. Beckstead goes to chase. Daigle clears it off the boards. All the way over to Darling. And he goes over to Schroyer, and Schroyer sends it the length of the ice. No icing again. Bit of a pass in front again, and then we just break it the other way. Again, into action here at this NZIHL. What a shot there by Regan. He gets that glove by Moore, and again, another stop.
Yeah, we've got lots of awesome questions in the chat. Thankfully, a lot of the commentators are answering them, but just going to answer Jim Gleason's question here regarding there were 2 women goalies for the Botany Swarm last weekend, which is true. Grace Harrison and Alexa Gibson playing for the Botany Swarm. There's basically just no rule against a woman being able to play as a goaltender in the Men's New Zealand Ice Hockey League. And Grace Harrison, Alexa Gibson, both getting the win last night, both showing that, yeah, they're definitely good enough to play in this league. Also, I've just remembered, Grace Harrison actually had a shutout in that game. So it was 10-0 was the first one.
Yes, 10-0, that's right. Okay.
So not 10-1, that was 10-0. Grace Harrison's actually got 3 shutouts playing for the Botany Swarm.
As we got a goal here, Otis gets his second of the game. He goes forehand, backhand, right in the net. What a goal by Otis for the Phoenix Thunder. Get it on replay here. Touch pass by Eden, between the legs pass by Beckstead, and Otis takes on Hayward Jones and Chaba Kirskosh-Magosh, and he scores, making it 2-0 for the Phoenix Thunder. Again, now this is how the Admirals started yesterday's game, with showing how they can break and open the game up, but the Phoenix Thunder have now scored in the first and now in the second early, showing they are here to play for sure. They are willing combatants in this game, looking to also move up the standings. We've got a bit of a logjam right now, so Dag with the puck. Passes to Taylor Kennedy. He's got 2 Phoenix Thunder men right on him, looking for some support there. Players just have it battling. Puck's jammed up against the boards. Stightly passes it on as that shot gets deflected wide. Daigle's on it, backhands it up the boards. Kept in. Shot from the point. Not happy at all is Stigman, smashing his stick down in frustration.
Just taking a look at the goal here. Ian Ordis, I thought Ian Ordis had a breakout season last year. I mean, still quite a young player, potentially one of the youngest captains as well in the NZIHL. Massively stepped it up last season, and it's awesome to see him continuing that play. Also for the Ice Blacks, and then also through this season as well.
Yeah, only 20 years old, as it says here. Is he captain of the Phoenix Thunder? I thought
he was captain last season.
Okay, right.
I might be misremembering.
No, I believe the captain for the Thunder is Regan Wilson, and their alternates are, now, where we go. We just looked down at the sheet, and then there's a goal just like that. The Admirals respond, making this game 2-1. Let's have a look at it on the replay. There's a battle in behind the net, and just a wraparound goal is on the spot. There is Alex Regan taking advantage of getting that puck cleared away from all the scrum, cutting the Thunder lead in half. Now the game is 2-1.
Yeah, Moore just looking the wrong way on that play. Thought the puck was going to go to his left, but puck ends up on his right there in the net.
Yeah, just rounding out the leadership of the Phoenix Thunder is Ian Otis as an assistant, and also Stightly, number 6.
Yeah, just forget what I said. I may be misremembering there.
No, he could be the emerging leadership of that group for sure. Is definitely a part of it. But 2-1 is the scoreline right now. It's 16-36-37 on the score clock. And this game is certainly tightening up in all aspects.
So that was Alex Regan getting the goal, assisted by Ben Steven.
And Darling, he shots that puck deep into the Admiral zone. Collected there by Daigle. Up to Scott Henry, over to Andy Hart. Andy Hart gets met on the line there on the boards, and he does get it into the zone. Vesper and Tristan Darling again reacquaint themselves. Beckstead gets the pass here on the left side, cutting in the middle nicely. Pass in front, shot. That's blocked by Daigle, and that does get to Chaba, but elects to put a glove on it and cover it up.
Very similar play to the first goal that they scored, where I initially thought Beckstead was going to shoot, but did a pretty good pass into the center, tape to get a shot on goal.
We're being corrected once again. Matt Enright is the Phoenix Thunder captain. He is out injured at the moment. I think he's got a groin injury or something like that. And then Wilson, the A, as well as Otis, the A. So thanks for that. Good to get that updated and corrected. Face-off win for the Phoenix Thunder, but it goes out of the zone into neutral area. And then Blair sends it all the way back in. Again, the Avondale bounce. Right inside those Zamboni doors. The puck goes right in the line. Rolling puck, so that just goes wide. Wasn't hitting the target. Eden trying to fight through Flynn Hayward-Jones. And that puck goes to Mawson. And the Thunder trying to get back in the area. Not liking what he sees. Stegman goes back. And Stitley sends it in. Hayward Jones over to his D partner. And that's Chamberlain now with it. Nice pass up to Declan. Declan Quinn takes a shot from a sharp angle, and that is gloved and held by Moore for another face-off.
Yeah, we're going to give a shout out to the Admirals sponsors for the season. We've got All Plumbed In and Two Dudes.
Two Dudes is a great men's facial care company, something that I would certainly endorse and I use. They are fantastic products, and 10% of their stuff, if you purchase it, goes directly towards men's health here in New Zealand. So great to support that, as well as making yourself look good. Phoenix Thunder looking to regroup here as the Admirals touch up for a delayed offside. That puck's given away to Rooney. He streaks in. Takes a hard wrist shot. Nicely saved, though. That puck had eyes. And Moore stops it. Thunder send it quite deep. Up to Tyon now. Tyon, wrist shot. That's deflected up high over the net. On at his flight. He gets crushed from the back from Sestrone. He kind of turned his back and body. The referee is right there. That is going to be a call. Body checking from the back. You get a replay here as Rooney takes a wrist shot. It's going to look like a toe save by Moore. As Sestrone gets escorted to the penalty box. Again, if you are anyone watching like who plays ice hockey, if you're a young person, if you see somebody's numbers, you got to try to avoid making that contact from the back. Can be quite dangerous in around those boards area, and when and where you can. I know ice hockey is a very fast sport, but you got to have to try to let up, because it's your responsibility when that player can't see you. And look like that's what happened there. I don't know if Sestrone hit him with full force. He definitely did lay up a little bit in the end.
It was actually a cross-checking penalty, so using his stick to
off
check.
the back.
Yeah.
Okay, sending the Phoenix Thunder to a power play. And they move it around. Stegman drops it to Beckstead. They can't hold it, and that is cleared by Vesper. They go to change. Already 30 seconds gone in the power play. Moore went to play it. It kind of didn't get all of it. Bit of a streaking play there for Stegman. He gets in. Up to the point. That's Schroyer with it. Goes back to Stegman. Stegman, wrist shot there, and that's stopped nicely by Chaba. Another wrist shot, and that's saved. Put to the corner. Slap shot clearance by Dig, and that gets all the way out of the zone. Touching up is Schroyer. He skates it in. Dumps and chases himself. Off the boards to Stegman. Stegman to Schroyer. Bit of a stop up at the top of the line. Schroyer with a wrist shot. That's deflected off of an Admiral stick and into the mesh. Over the glass. We'll get another whistle.
I do need to correct myself. It was a boarding call, not cross-checking. Either way, it's still 2 minutes, no matter what that penalty was. I am multitasking a little bit here.
Double duty.
I'm also controlling the score bug for the live stream. So thank you guys for mentioning that I did not put the Admirals goal up straight away. It's up there now, so we're ready to play.
And still on the power play are the Phoenix Thunder. They are working it around. Schroyer and Stegman controlling a lot of it. Beckstead has it now. Making a play down low. Goes to Otis. Already sitting on 2 goals himself. Shot from the point. Off the crossbar. What a shot by Schroyer. I'm not sure if Chaba got a piece of it or not, but it definitely hit iron. As that penalty is ticking down, we've got 15 seconds left. Admirals do try to get it out of the zone. Stegman back to Schroyer. He has Regan chasing him. He sidesteps him nicely, gains the zone. Regan still on his back. Otis, and now we are 5-on-5 as Sestrone gets back on. Stegman tries to get it up to Eden. Eden back down low, and now the Admirals take it. Saucer pass, cross ice from Hayward Jones to Rooney. To Sestrone, wrist shot on net, and a shot, another one, and a goal. They score. Sestrone gets the rebound, and much to his coach's delight, cashing in, equaling this game after he got out of the penalty box, and the Admirals score.
Yeah, so many chances there. I wasn't sure if they were going to get it in because they just had so many whacks at it and nothing was working. But ultimately they did get the puck to hit the back of the net for a goal. So that will make it, let me do that, 2-2. Phoenix Thunder, West Auckland Admirals currently tied 2-2.
Yeah, again, this is a great battle between two really good teams. And it is definitely back and forth with the Admirals getting equal on the goal scoring sheet here after successfully killing that penalty. And they're back on the attack now. McLeish from the point takes a hard shot. Moore with a pad save. Henry trying to center. And Moore just dives down and gets that loose puck and will hold on for a faceoff.
That's coming out of the penalty box and then scoring. Good way to put yourself on the score sheet 2 times in a row.
Yeah, really good effort there by Sestroni. He was also, what you didn't see is the play beforehand as he got out of the box. Oh, that puck is gone, and it is in the net. What a shot by Henry, and that was stopped by the goalie initially, and then it just had enough strength enough behind it to go across the line as Henry takes a shot, gets it on net, pays the price for shooting, but then it goes right over the line and in the net. Admirals 3, West Auckland getting the lead over the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, right off of the face-off. The shot didn't really look powerful enough to get through, but yep, Moore letting that puck kind of sneak through behind him, giving the Admirals the lead.
So again, that was just a face-off win, and then it happened really quickly. Scott Henry was shooting that puck and then got hit. And again, it had enough strength behind it to manage to get through. And wow, the Admirals scoring 2 goals pretty quickly here in the second, and now taking that lead. Quinn just gets crunched on the sideboard by Blair. Again, that physical play is certainly evident in this game. Lots of big hits thus far. And we are not even, just close to the halfway point of the game. And here comes Quinn. Centering pass to Ben Steven. On the back end is Regan. He can't hold it. Shot from the point by Taylor Kennedy, and this time Moore will elect to hold on.
You could say the tides have turned for the Admirals that are running the brig here.
Yeah, they are in control of the ship right now. They are dictating the pace of play and navigating this game fairly well. So we'll see if the Phoenix Thunder can come back here. Glenn Hayward-Jones has a bit of speed. He gets that poke checked away. Or gets it to Eden. Eden can't stick handle through Quigley. Quigley gets met by Schroyer. Stops him in his tracks. And back with it now is Darling. Darling up to Orr. Gets around. No, it doesn't get around Vesper. Vesper, good defensive, offensive play. And that puck is down near his feet. He takes down Orr from his backside. 2 players hit Schroyer. Not just one, they're going 2 for 1 tonight. Could be a special. Hayward-Jones, he sends that down.
Linesman doing a good job to duck. That puck was coming straight towards his face.
That's often something that's really a bit overlooked when you don't notice them. That's good. What a hit there at the line as Henry gets crunched. And the Thunder come the other way. Eden with it. Trying to get through 2 players. Doesn't. Backhand there by Schroyer. Another collision in front as Geilich just stumbling over each other with this pace of play. And Regan Wilson with it.
Bodies flying all over the place.
Yeah. Oh, giveaway as Eden streaks in. Backhand to the forehand. And that is saved by Chaba. Really good attacking chance by Chris Eden. Well stopped by Chaba Krishkosh Magosh.
Yeah, Eden with the short breakaway there. I'm not sure exactly what move he was trying to make there. Potentially trying to go 5-hole. But Chaba doing very well to keep that puck out.
So 9 minutes 39, second period of play. Admirals 3, Phoenix Thunder 2. We are coming live at you from Paradise Avondale in Auckland, New Zealand. Two teams competing in the NZIHL. As Phoenix Thunder have it. That's Tyon. Takes a shot from the wing. Deflected in front by Flight. That's cleared by the Admirals. Hurring keeps it in. That's Chamberlain. In behind the net. Kind of falling over each other as the players there. Cleach clears. Not able to get out of the zone as Sebastian Steven pressures for the Phoenix Thunder. Not at the line now. Regan Wilson shoots, hits his own man who was down. Now we have a penalty. There is a cross check from the back. Looks like number 14.
McLeish, yeah. I think I just caught that on time on the replay there. McLeish just cross-check right in front of the net. Put the Admirals on the penalty kill.
Yeah, and that's after the Admirals have got the last two goals, Josh, and have really they were dictating the pace of play, but this might change the tide as you referred to it before, putting the Phoenix Thunder on the power play, and it is quite a potent one. They got some weapons. Here they are. Here, Stegman and Schroyer. They play catch with the puck. Shot from the point deflected away. And Stegman over to Schroyer. Back up talk on the side to Beckstead. Great centering feed to Otis, but it doesn't get where he wants it. And the Admirals clear. Beckstead in neutral ice. Trying to get through Rooney. Kind of passes it to himself. Stops up. Down to Otis. Otis has it taken away by Dago, and they do manage to get it out of the zone. So almost already a full minute has gone by in the power play to the Phoenix Thunder. Not able to generate a shot as of yet. Otis, shot and a tip, redirect just wide by Eden. Nice touch there. Beckstead at the line. Over to Stegman. Stegman fans on his pass. Has it again. Trying to thread the pass through as Daigle gets it, and he breaks in against Stegman. One-on-one here. Just can't get through. Thunder pass it up to Eden. Eden cuts in the middle. Takes a shot, and that is a great save by Chaba. Gloving that down.
Yeah, Justin almost having a breakaway chance, and the puck quickly comes back the other way for Eden to skate into the slot for shot. Glove save by Chubba.
29 seconds remaining in this Admirals penalty kill. Phoenix Thunder winning the faceoff, or they can't control it. The Admirals doing a good job getting that puck, but not out of the zone yet. Or has it poked away from him? Sorry, Steitley, then into Orr. What a, again, good offensive chance as they throwing it towards the net, trying to get a redirect, as they know Chaba is a very high save percentage goalie. And shooting for a tip is often a good way, or a redirect, to try and get it by him. His goals are hard to come by. Here's Darling from the point, shot. And there was a screen that hit something and went wide. And now we're back to 5-on-5. So even strength hockey. The Thunder still have it in their attacking zone. Darling from the point goes back down. Blair lets it go through. Lawson backhands it up the boards. And Admiral still can't get it out of the zone. Is that Flight in the corner with it. Trying to get it through into the middle. Lawson cleans it up, gives it to McLeish. Fresh out of the box, takes a wrist shot from way out wide. And that's steered away. Beckstead comes out with it. Goes cross rink. Schroyer. Phoenix Thunder trying to shoot it on net. That's gloved away by Regan. And the Admirals take it the other way. Good speed here, poked away, but Hart claims it up, shoots, and that is gloved and saved by Moore. Straight after the penalty, Josh, and then instantly the Admirals break it away and get another offensive chance.
Yeah, I think there was only 2 shots on goal for the Phoenix Thunder in their power play. Probably hoping to make something a bit more of that. Currently 0-2 the power play for tonight.
Yeah, and after getting scored on twice, maybe they are still kind of reeling from that. But they were given a bit of a gift opportunity there. As Hart comes barreling in onto Blair. And they still battle for the puck. Pass in front. Deflected away by Stegman. He gets it into neutral ice. Tries to get to Lewis, but that's poked away. Taylor Kennedy. Now Daigle has it. Back end off the boards, kept in at the line. Shot in the middle, and that is saved by Chaba. Otis looking for his third of the night. Didn't get everything on that. Maybe got a bit of a slash on the hands as he tried to shoot that.
Yeah, dangerous chance because, luckily Chaba was kind of expecting that shot. I feel like that's pretty easy for a goalkeeper to not realize what sort of danger he was potentially in. But Chaba always onto it, well aware of what's going on the ice.
Yeah, and Otis was actually, his body was going against the play as well, so he doesn't get his full power in behind that shot. Either way, a good save. That's Steitley to Mawson. Mawson now, a bit of a chip shot pass to the middle as Orr fights off the check from Quigley. And he goes to Hurring. Hurring. Dangerous pass up the middle. Chance here for Quigley. Shoots and saved by Moore as he was one on none. Could not score.
A good way to take the puck off of Joe Orr there, who does need to put his mouth guard into his mouth when he's actually playing. One of those players, kind of like Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk for the Florida Panthers, who skates with the mouth guard hanging out.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose, doesn't it? But
yeah.
Maybe it's a style thing. Who knows?
It's
I mean,
not a
Draisaitl's done
decoration.
it. No, that's true. Could be put on a Christmas tree if you really wanted. It's something that's meant to protect those chiclets.
Also helps prevent concussions as well. I know a lot of people are aware of that.
Yeah.
Many reasons to wear a mouth guard, especially in a game where you have pucks flying at your face at 100+ kilometers an hour.
Not only that, you got the speed of the players coming at you really, really fast. That may be a delay of game penalty. We shall see. The linesman and the referee are going to come together. It is, yes. As number 34, that is Sebastian Stephen, puts the puck into the mesh above the glass. He wasn't happy about it. He's throwing his stick. He has to be careful as his ill discipline might cost him another penalty. So he's getting a 2-minute penalty here at the moment. So the Admirals going on the power play. 4 minutes 24 in the second period. The Thunder win that faceoff and they send it up to Beckstead. 1-on-2. And it looks like the referee called the offside as the linesman was not in position to make that call. So that will, they've moved the faceoff all the way into the Phoenix Thunder zone. I'm not sure entirely why they would do that. Never mind, we will play on. Vesper lines up for the draw, and the Phoenix Thunder clear it down right to Chaba. Plays it to Daigle. He circles behind the net. Backhand sauce pass over to Ben Steven. Gets met at the line. Admirals looking to try and gain entry of the zone, but they're having a hard time doing so. Day goes over to Alex Regan. Very passive at the moment with their power play, Josh. Not where they want to be. They're in their own zone. But Regan gains entry. Here he is on that left side. He stops up. Has it taken away, and Beckstead clears. Chaba plays it all the way up to Scott Henry. He's trying to get in, but he's 1-on-2, and that is good clearance by the Phoenix Thunder, who are very aware of this situation that they are in, as that next goal for either team can be crucial. So Stegman has it now, 1-on-2. He goes through, tries to get through Daigle, doesn't get it, but it goes off his body and right in towards Chaba, and Chaba will hold on. And that's 33 seconds left in the power play for the Phoenix Thunder, and 2 minutes, 57 seconds in the second period, Josh.
Yeah, 33 seconds left on the power play for the West Auckland Admirals. If I've counted correctly, the Phoenix Thunder actually have one shot on goal for this their penalty kill, and the Admirals are yet to receive a shot on goal for their power play.
Yeah, so a bit of a mixed bag for both teams so far on the special teams play. As the Admirals gain the line here. So Henry gets it in. Taylor Kennedy takes a shot, and that's another pad save by Moore. And that puck is sent all the way, almost a rolling, bouncing puck onto Chaba. He doesn't know where it is. It's hit him, so he's had to make a save. The Admirals are playing catch with it in their own zone. Turning back is Quinn. Good forecheck by the Thunder. In the middle with a wrist shot. That is deflected away by Alex Regan, holding the defensive line very well as Stegman tries to get a shot off. So 2 minutes 12 in the second period. Admirals, they have currently a 1-goal lead up against the visiting Phoenix Thunder. This is the second of 2 games in NZIHL action. Face-off win by the Admirals. Put it up the boards, bouncing puck. And Otis gives it to Darling. Darling rims it around the boards. Chaba goes out to play it. A bit risky. Good forecheck here by the Phoenix Thunder. Beckstead. Good holding on the puck, getting harassed. But that puck is definitely bouncing around an awful lot in this second period. Maybe the accumulation of the snow, or could be just a warmer biscuit. Who knows? Solid hit by Hart in the corner. Behind the net, actually. Admirals backhanded in. Make some changes. Minute 29, second period of play. Darling's holding on to the puck. He skates up the middle. Kind of mishandles it, then slaps at it. Directs it up to Justin Daigle. Daigle does the same right off the boards. Hard pass. And then the Thunder send it in. Seems like both teams are a little bit hesitant here, Josh. They're not kind of as confident as they were showing earlier in the game. That may change. Stegman on the back end. He's met by Quinn. Stegman goes back with it. Now the Thunder in their own zone, feeling the pressure. Beckstead looking up ice. Eden gets tripped up. Blair has it. Cuts in the middle. Avoids 2 checks. Comes in. Shoots. What a nice save by Chaba. Another rebound. Just the whole play really opened up there. 2 Admirals went for the check and then missed. Opening it right up for Blair, who takes a hard, low shot, but that was saved by Chaba. Ben Steven and Stegman come together. A couple of battles there. Stegman 2-on-2 with it. Eden. Eden, wrist shot. Misses the net. Henry clears the zone, and that is going to do it. Didn't realize how quickly that has gone. Right near the end. Quite a battle right for the end there, but Admirals have scored the last 2 goals, Josh, and they have taken this lead 3-2 over the Phoenix Thunder, who were looking very promising, very good early in that first, but second period, maybe a bit of a wobble.
Yeah, still quite back and forth. I think the Admirals kind of won that period. Yeah, still very open. 1-goal game. Anything could happen in the last third period. Yeah, they're very keen to see what happens for the next game. We'll let you know about what's happening next weekend. We've got Auckland and Christchurch doing a bit of a team swap going on here. So the Canterbury Inferno for the New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League coming up to Auckland to play the Auckland Steel. And then the Botany Swarm will be flying down to Christchurch to play the Canterbury Red Devils. Both games will be Saturday and Sunday night. You can check the times online. Just go to NZIHL.com or NZWIHL.com, depending on what city you're in, to go watch the games. Yeah, it should be good. Going to be a lot of fun. Red Devils probably looking to not let double digits go into their net like they did the past 2 games.
Yeah, that's true. And, maybe to their credit, I should say that they were putting their other goalies in. I'm not sure if Reason will make another appearance for that team. Maybe he didn't travel for whatever reasons. Sorry, that I didn't even mean for that to happen. Man, oh man. When you're good, you're good. But yeah, like there must have been something that prevented him from playing. So hopefully they have that goaltending situation sorted, or even one of the carry. I always get them mixed up. It's not Jacob, it's Timothy. Timothy, the other goalie for that team, hopefully also going to get some time so that they're not on that lopsided score line any further, because we definitely want to see Canterbury come up and not be so far down the points differential table, as well as in the goals for, goals against area.
Yep, but we've still got this game to finish off to see who will take the sole place of number 2 in the standings. So stay tuned. We'll be back in 10 minutes' time.
No mai, haere mai, and welcome back, whanau, to this live stream broadcast. Ko Ian Tokoinawa alongside Josh Kreshmar. We are, again, the live stream commentators giving you this broadcast through YouTube, and it is phenomenal. It is great to see, and we are very privileged and happy to be here and calling this action. It has been lots of action, a bit of physicality, and already 5 goals out of 2 periods of play, Josh. And now the Admirals, they are in the lead by 1 goal. So they've got 3 goals, and the Phoenix Thunder have 2 after 2 periods of play.
Yeah, getting ready for a good third period. I'm sure there will be a few more goals as well as we see the Admirals take the ice. I feel like defense of both teams have been quite good, especially compared to last night. I think both teams have also improved on that factor.
Yeah, that's certainly a great observation, and it is how the Phoenix Thunder started the game very well in their defensive zone. They let it slip a little bit in that last period, and a little bit of potential ill discipline with some of the penalties that they took. But that's also on the other side for the Admirals. There was some special teams both ways after no penalties at all in the first. So again, this is what you watch. This is what you play for. It's really neat to see how these teams are competing against one another, because the points do mean an awful lot to both of them in the overall scheme of the standings.
Yeah, well, I mean, to put it quite realistically, this will pretty much determine who gets home ice potentially for the semi-finals, which I'm sure each team will be really wanting to do. Hosting a semi-finals, good chance to have your fans cheer you on.
Yeah, and also you have the, like we mentioned earlier in the broadcast about the home and away series. Like, the Thunder won both of those games at home against the Admirals. So the Admirals are looking to, I guess, equal that series, if you want to call it that way. Like,
yeah,
winning both at home. So, yeah, they have a chance to do so here at their home rink. Getting set for third period action. That puck is dropped, and we are underway. Early couple of hits there to start the game, and the puck just sent right onto Moore. He calmly puts that aside. As Hurring throws it up the boards the other way. That's to Flight. Pass up the middle. Hits Otis. No, that's Tyon. They look a little bit similar. Both of them are lefties. I think the only difference is that Tyon's got that CCM white sticks, quite easy to spot. And Wilson takes the pass. Backhands the pass up the boards. Now Beckstead with it. Wrist shots that deep. Chaba just lets it go right by, and then decides, okay, I better cover this up. That was a little bit dangerous, more dangerous than I thought.
Yeah, ref will not blow the whistle until there is pressure on the goalie if he's kind of covering the puck. Otherwise, the ref will kind of tell the keeper, hey, you gotta play it. We don't want to be waiting around here all night just for you to cover the puck up.
As Quinn sends it deep. Stegman back to chase. He chomps at it, but Admirals come away with it. I tried to say chops away and then used like a combination of 2 words there. And that's an icing call and charge against West Auckland, and the Phoenix Thunder will have an attacking zone faceoff.
Just inventing new words on the fly to describe how awesome this action is.
Yeah, I think like my mind is racing ahead. I'm thinking of all these things, how to describe it to the people that are watching, but man, often the words don't come out of the voice box as they should. So face-off win by the Phoenix Thunder, but is quickly met by Quinn, as the Admirals are really good at converging on those loose pucks if they lose a face-off, especially in their own zone. So Dig has some pressure in behind the net. He skates up with it. Gives it to Regan on his left. Regan tries to cut in through. Stegman does well, takes a shot, and that just goes wide. And Scott Henry, looking to do a bit of a creative behind the red line shot, as the goaltender didn't move at all off of the post. If he did, as Henry was going around the net, he would have had a good chance of banking that puck in.
Yeah, one of the coolest goals you can score is kind of getting the puck to rebound off of the back of the goalie into the net. Happens every so often in the NHL. Not very often here. I have seen it happen before, though.
Yeah, it's something that they definitely would be. They practice that, trying to get goals in the most creative ways possible, as it is probably the toughest league to score goals in. But here in the NZIHL, there's certainly a lot of goals scored. And we've already got 5 in this game now. See who might score next. Vesper, he dumps it in. And Glenn Hayward-Jones chases that up. Darling plays it up to Eden. Eden cuts in, avoids his hit. Vesper makes a hit, gets the puck, sends it in. Bit of a rinse and repeat of the last play as Vesper takes care of his man Joe Orr before he goes off. Quigley has a backhand, but that's stopped. The Thunder come the other way. Flight can't hold it. And Taylor Kennedy steps into him. Rooney with it 1-on-2. Moses. He sends it behind the net. Daigle's there. Takes a wrist shot from the point. That's hits a shin pad. And the Thunder send it in. Taylor Kennedy sends it up off the boards. Moses doesn't have it, and the Thunder, they send it all the way back in. Touch up for no offside. Sebastian Stephen puts some passive pressure onto Justin Daig. Bit of a mishap pass there, Josh, as Taylor Kennedy goes for a change. And that puck's poked away from Jackson Flight. He goes for a change. Mawson to Daigle. Back to Mawson. Mawson goes up the boards to Stephen. That's Ben Stephen. And Lewis goes back to Regan Wilson. Otis curling back into neutral zone area. Phoenix Thunder with the puck. Cross rink dump in. Beckstead to chase. Ben Stephen does a little nice dangle through Beckstead's legs, but the Thunder still have the puck. And Stegman with a wrist shot. Hard shot, too. It doesn't get held by Chaba off his glove. Stegman with a wrist shot from a snapshot from the point. Another one. And that goes high and wide. Some offensive zone mounting pressure from the Phoenix Thunder, and the Admirals are forced to clear. No icing. Alex Regan gets onto it first. Gets hit by Blair. Thunder then send it all the way down. That should, yes, it is an icing as we get our first kind of stoppage after a long period of play.
Yeah, 3 shot attempts for Stegman, none of them actually reaching the net, according to the score sheet here. All very good chances, though.
Yeah, that's another interesting area, isn't it, Josh? The shot attempts. That's something that there's a lot of attempts to shoot the puck at the net. It either hits someone, something, doesn't reach the intended target. As there's one there that's blocked away by the Thunder, and that comes in front. Still battling for it. The puck was bouncing around. Lewis passes up to Eden. Eden comes in with speed. On the backhand. Up to Stegman, doesn't get to him. Vesper intercepts, and he comes the other way. Dumps in the puck. Hart goes in to chase. Bit of a stick lift there by Hart, and that looks like, is that going to be a penalty?
Yeah, hooking just on Haas, I think it was, that hooked him there.
And he's still really got a hold of Schroyer. Is that Schroyer or Stegman? Oh, that is Schroyer there, yeah. So Hart is going to be penalized. Not the time you want to take it. Never really welcomes, but he is going to the penalty box to sit for 2 or less. And we are at 14:41, period number 3. And the Phoenix Thunder going on the power play. So the Phoenix Thunder have it now. Stegman at the point. Down to Beckstead. His first power play unit goes to work. Schroyer at the top goes to Otis on the left side. Beckstead now. They curl around. Good circling in this movement of power play. Beckstead backhand up to Schroyer. Schroyer all the way over to Stegman. Stegman one-time shot. And it looks like Chuba slid across to make a save. That was a really quick shot.
Take another look at it on the replay. Big slap shot there. Puck, I don't know if it was bobbling a little bit there to maybe not cause the easiest shot away there.
So that is now a minute 35 remaining in this power play to the Phoenix Thunder. They win another face-off, but the Admirals do well to get onto it and clear it. Ben Steven clears it all the way down the ice. Moore comes out of the net to leave it for his D-man. That's Stegman. Stegman over to Beckstead. Moving the puck well over the Thunder. Drop pass from Eden. Beckstead on the forehand shot, and that hits off the side of the net. Schroyer at the top. Down to Beckstead. Goes down to Otis. Otis centering to Eden. Eden can't bring it to his forehand. That pass was in his skates. Schroyer gains in the zone. He flicks it off the glass. And Taylor Kennedy tries to get it all the way around. Stopped by Stegman. And that looks like he backhanded into the mesh, potentially. So it looks like the Lions people are putting their hands towards the end zone of the Admirals. Take a look at it again.
Yeah, this was the shot by Eden before. Skating through, kind of taking a shot almost from behind the goal line.
Shot there and a goal. Phoenix Thunder score, tying the game up just like that. One of their defensemen, looks like Stegman, steps into this one.
Yeah, backhand pass to the point and then a shot skating in from the point. Right side of Chuba, Chuba's left on his glove. Tying the game up, 3-3.
So the Phoenix Thunder are rewarded on their power play, tying this game up at 3 in this third period, 13-23.
Yeah, so one out of 3 power plays the Thunder have managed to score on.
It was just a quality shot, and stepping right in that high slot area just inside the blue line as well. That's a shooter beating a goaltender. And Chaba has been very good this game as well. So we'll see how this game develops as Flight tries to get through here. He is battling in the corner. And that's players trying to get the puck, and Vesper, as it goes off the glass. Lots of sticks chopping at the puck. That goes off the linesman. Vesper goes cross rink, and Vesper takes down Flight right in front of us. Just a good battle along the boards. Darling goes in, dumps the puck. He goes for a change. That puck goes all the way around, and now Beckstead's forced to go into the middle. He's curling back. Going up the right side, pass to Otis. Otis is open, takes a wrist shot, saved by Chaba. Down to Beckstead behind the net. That puck, as we have the net got dislodged there, Josh. It's 2 players kind of collided and knocking the peg right off.
Yeah, they just kind of collided into the net there. We'll take another look. I think this is the goal I queued up. Yeah, the backhand pass, skating in, shot, hitting the back of the net. I think just below Chuba's glove, but above his pads. I've heard that is one of the easiest ways to score against a goalie.
Oh, it's definitely, if you're a goalie, one of the hardest to stop, because it's just they're coming out to challenge and then leaning down as well. Yeah, that's a tough one to stop. Another shot from the point, but that is definitely stopped by Chuba's glove. Being forced to make quite a few saves, Josh, in this third period, and quality ones as well. So the Phoenix Thunder are pushing the envelope.
Yeah, catching up on the shot count, the Thunder.
Yeah, certainly making good improvements in the game in this third period. Another shot there as Chuba reaches right across the body, does blocker it, but holds it with the glove. Not easy to do.
A few comments on the chat regarding one of the teams needs to be wearing a white jersey tonight. It's a little easy to in the rink to kind of see the difference, and maybe a little tougher on the live stream. It's definitely a lot better than when the Auckland Mako play the West Auckland Admirals. I find that hard in person, being able to watch that game.
Oh, with the gray sort of, off the post there, a shot, backhand shot there from the Phoenix Thunder. A shot from the point by Stegman, and that's blockered away by Chaba. As Lewis also had a good chance. No, I tend to agree with you. I'd rather see home and away jerseys for sure. I'm a bit traditional. I like the home team wearing white and the away team wearing their darker colors. Shot from the point by Stegman, and that is saved by Chaba. All attacked by Phoenix right now, Phoenix Thunder.
Here's the play where the puck just bounces off of the far post. Just there. Could hear it ring throughout this rink.
But yeah, the jersey thing, that's an interesting debate because, as we said yesterday, the jerseys now are a little bit, they're sublimated. I'm not sure if the Thunder ones are or not. Shot from there, from Eden, that high slot, forcing Chaba to make another giveaway at the front, or gets a half shot off. I think he didn't expect that. And the Admirals are forced to ice the puck.
Yeah, having a home and away jersey would also mean that there would be probably higher team fees, I imagine, having to pay for a whole new set of jerseys, which in New Zealand's current state is maybe out of its reach. Perhaps in the future, once we get more fans turning up to these games and all that, we'll perhaps be able to afford that.
That's true. I guess that's the trade-off with the way this league is set up and the structure of it. Bit of a cross-check there against Hart. As Darling sent him down. And he doesn't protest. He's going straight to the penalty box. That indicates a little bit of guilt. But we are at 10:51 of the third period. The score is West Auckland Admirals 3 and the Phoenix Thunder 3. And the Thunder have just taken a 2-minute penalty for cross-checking, sending the Admirals on the power play. Admirals, that's Daig. Over to Regan. Regan in front. I've been looking for a redirect from Vesper, but he had more rink and open net shot to shoot at. Puck goes bouncing off the Avondale boards there. And Eden sends it all the way down the rink. Chaba likes to come out to play it. Justin Daig, number 47 for the Admirals. Comes up the rink, gives it over to Mawson. Stephen Mawson, he stops up. Backhand down to Ben Stephen. Goes up to Alex Regan at the point. He goes in the corner to Mawson. Mawson down low to Ben Stephen. Ben Stephen. Pass off the boards to Regan. Moving it around the outside, not generating anything into the middle yet. It's Mawson again with it. Backhands it up to Daigle. Forced to put it down low. Admirals not in full control on this power play. But they're getting another chance here. Vesper comes in. 49 seconds left in the penalty. Regan in the corner. Goes up to Henry. Shot on net, but that doesn't get there. Off the side. Mawson gets hit there by Stegman. Regan can't hold the line. That puck goes through. Daig goes back. He passes up to Regan. Regan kind of blows a tire there and falls down. Now Beckstead looking to take advantage. Shot on net. Redirected by Otis's skate.
Would have been interesting to see if that went in the net, whether the refs would have allowed that one.
Yeah, it's a definite redirect, but is there a kicking motion, eh? Now Quinton in the high slot takes a shot. That's blocked by Stegman. And that penalty is now expired, bringing us back to 5-on-5. 8 minutes, 47 seconds in the third period. Game is tied at 3. Blair shoots that off the glass all the way down. This should be an icing call. I don't know why that's, that everyone's looking around at each other. Are we calling that? Are we not? The penalties are stopped. Yeah, so that's an icing.
Took a while to blow that whistle there, but yeah, that was an icing. Very hard shot from around the The Zamboni door side wrapping all the way around.
Face-off win, a shot there by the Admirals. And Moore is down on all fours there.
Yeah, rebound almost out of his reach, but just managed to get there on time before the Admirals came crashing towards him.
So roughly 1 out of 8 or 1 out of 9 or 1 out of 10 shots, I should say, are going in for either team. We've got 8 minutes, 20 seconds in the third. Lots more shots to come. You just wonder which team is going to budge first, as they are evenly matched and also even on the scoreboard. And both very capable of scoring at any point in time. As Eden, he comes in 1 against 4. He takes a high hit. A bit scrappy there at the blue line, and the puck does get freed. But Herring, he has it now over to Schroyer. Bit of a bouncing puck now. Over to Steitley. Steitley with a hard shot. That gets deflected up into Chuba's glove.
Very good shot there by Steitley. Chuba just getting his glove there in time to make the save.
Now, good hand-eye coordination from the goaltender there, as the Phoenix Thunder are still adding to their shot count. Stegman keeps it in, sends it low. Beckstead on it. On his backhand, goes to his forehand. Curls around to Otis. Up to Stegman, shot from the point. Hits Regan in front. That puck's loose in front, and Chaba reaches down to get it. Just another good battle right in front of the net.
Yeah, good chance for the Thunder. Puck getting messy right in front of Chuba there. Initially wasn't able to kind of reach out, but he did at the last second to cover it, freeze the puck for a face-off.
So you also wonder too, as the time starts ticking down, we get closer to that 5-minute mark. It's 7 minutes 20 right now. If either team's going to elect to have a timeout, if they want to get a stoppage in play, maybe kill some momentum, because neither team has got it at present, but we'll see. Stegman from the side takes a wrist shot. Another hard shot, but Chaba can see that all the way, and he makes the save.
Yeah, very good chances for the Thunder in the this past few minutes here. Looking very close to scoring, but Chuba not allowing that to happen.
Face-off win by the Admirals. Taylor Kennedy sends it off the glass. It rims all the way around. And Beckstead. Nice backhand pass. And the Admirals do manage to get it out of the zone. Seeming like they're very defensive shell right now, the Admirals. The Phoenix Thunder are on the front foot on the attack. Here it is, and that's a shot. That's blocked by Quinn. Lewis sends it down low. Otis with it. Pass to Stegman. Wrist shot from the point. That hits Taylor Kennedy. He goes right down, feeling that one. He's still down. Down a defenseman. He's laboring, looking to get off, and there's an attacking chance here for the Thunder. They have numbers. Pass in front. And Schroyer keeps it in the, puts it low. Hayward Jones on it. And that is sent down by Ben Steven. That could go for an icing. He was not over the red line when he sent that down. So that is going to be a defensive zone faceoff against the Admirals.
Justin Daigle arguing that he did make the red line, but the linesman being firm on that.
Yeah, it was quite clear he was behind. Maybe his right skate might have touched the red line, maybe, but his release was definitely before the red line. Now Daigle has it for the Admirals. Over to Flynn Hayward-Jones. Good backhand drop pass. Hart tries to go across rink. That's deflected, and Daigle is going all the way back behind the net. They headman the puck up to Hart, and it's touched, and it goes to Schroyer. Blair can't handle it. Henry takes it off him. Again, players going down in some similar spots. 5.5 minutes, third period. Flight passes it to Sebastian Steven. Eden battles for it. Can't get it off Hart. Blair steps in. And Admiral player just takes down his man. Eden has it now. Nice move here. Goes on the forehand. Takes a shot off the chest protector of Chaba. Very quick hands by Chris Eden, Josh, as he managed to go from left side to right side very quickly. And get another chance for his team. Eden right up the middle. 1-on-2. Schroyer calling for it. Passes to Beckstead. Phoenix Thunder on the attack here. Beckstead. Passes it to Daigle. Daigle now the other way. 3-on-3. Takes a wrist shot. That's wide of the net. Beckstead looks up ice. Gives it to Lewis. Lewis gets crunched by Daigle. And then Daigle sends it into the corner looking for some support. 4 minutes, 13 seconds. Third period, tied 3-3. Here's Lewis with a chance. He breaks in, shot. Oh, he cut in right on Daigle, forcing him both to go down. Possibly could have shot it. Another shot there. Chavez stops that from Darling as he pinches in. Regan coming up that wall. He takes out the linesman in contact. McLeish over to Hayward Jones. Both teams making some changes. Regan on that left side takes a shot. Pad save away by Moore. And Stitley gives chase. Lawson and him hit the boards. Off the ref. In the middle, or stick out shot, and that's saved by Chaba. Three minutes 10. Puck in the Admirals zone. Lawson in behind the Admirals net. He looks to come out of there. Henry can't hold on to it. Lawson helps him. He comes in 1-on-2. Shot on Moore. Oh, and he gets flipped over. Kind of a knee on knee. And it looks like that is going to draw a penalty from the referee. And that's an interference call against the Phoenix Thunder. Have a look at this. Oh, it's a hip check.
Hip check. Just, I guess, a little too late for Joe Orr sent to the penalty box for it.
Yeah, it's something that you don't see as much as I'd particularly like to see. I love the hip checks, but yeah, possibly a little bit late as he clipped Mawson on the way through, and the Phoenix Thunder on the penalty kill. As we've got 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in this third period. Will we see some extra time or not? The Thunder killing a penalty right now. Admirals on the power play. Here they are. Daigle brings it right up the middle, skating from his own zone. He had a remarkable goal yesterday, went end to end. Pass in front. Now the puck's behind the net. Up to Regan at the point. He goes towards the net. That's deflected away by Stegman. Good thing he was in front of the player, and the Admiral forward, Stephen Mawson, was in behind him in a dangerous position to score. And good thing that Stegman got a stick on it. Otherwise, that's a good chance for Mawson to get a rebound or also to redirect that puck while he's trying to screen the goalie. 2 minutes 10 in the third period, minute 15 on the penalty, and the Phoenix Thunder send it all the way down. Ben Steven, he is getting chased there by Flight. Does well as Eden puts some pressure on as well. Now Indy Hart gets it. Gives it to Alex Regan. Tries a move around his man. Doesn't get through. Daigle stops it at the blue line. He pinches in. He cuts to the middle. Takes a shot here, and that save is on the line, and a goal. The Admirals score, breaking this game from its tie to make it 4-3.
Yeah, puck just loose in the crease there. As we see, just there, ready for anyone to take it. One of the Admirals players does. I didn't catch exactly who scored it. Was that Regan? I think it was Alex Regan.
It might have been Alex Regan. He was in front of the net. Daigle gets the shot off, and then it gets stopped. And then he's battling in front for net front position. And the puck got in behind Moore, and he dove down to get it and put it into the net.
The whole crowd just erupting here. It was very loud. Wanted to make sure you guys could hear us clearly. Because the Admirals fans had quite a bit to cheer about, now taking the lead for minute 40 left. Looks like we do have a timeout. Phoenix Thunder electing to use their timeout now.
Yeah, it'd be a good time to take the timeout now. Not only is the momentum clearly in the Admirals' favor after getting a goal on the power play in the last few minutes of this game. That's certainly something that will sting them. And so we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, so Thunder likely going to pull more to be able to get more skaters onto the ice.
Oh, the extra attacker with more players replacing their Moore goalie.
So make it 6-on-5, much better chance to score, but obviously the risk in play that you don't have a goalie in net, so any possession the Admirals will have a very, very high chance of returning the puck and scoring into the empty net.
So yes, we have a minute 40 seconds left. Admirals are up 1 goal. Eden on it now. He comes right in straight away. Keep an eye on the goaltender on the other end as the Phoenix Thunder have possession. Pass up to the point. That's Stegman. Stegman, wrist shot from the point. Save that by blocked away by Chaba. Kept in though nicely by Stegman. Knocked that puck right out of midair. Sent a shot on net, but then it was blocked by Scott Henry's shin pad. Stegman coming in with some speed on that left-hand side.
Moore skating off now, empty net for the Thunder.
So last minute and is 6-on-5. Beckstead with the puck at the line. Shot on net, and that goes through to Chaba, and he puts a glove on it. Very lucky there as one of the defenders tried to hold it with the hand. Beckstead from the line, but that went right through to Chaba, and he holds on to it. So Admirals are changing it up. 55 seconds remaining. 55.6 to be exact. 6 players on for the Phoenix Thunder. Do they get the draw? They do. It's a shot on saved by Chaba with his left pad. Kept in. And Daigle tries to skate it out. Kept in the line by Schroyer. Schroyer has it down low to Eden. On the red line at the back. Over to Beckstead. Beckstead. Shot. He puts that wide. Stegman on his backhand. On the boards. Met by Quinn. Chance for Hayward Jones to clear. He flicks it up. Does get it out of the zone. Schroyer is there. Off the boards. Thunder have the net empty with the extra attacker on. Last 20 seconds of the game. Will they get another chance here? Daigle says no, and he sends it right back. 14 seconds now. Thunder, desperate. Stopped there by Regan. He gets it, and he sends it all the way down. That might do it for the Thunder, and they just elect to send it off the boards. Last 5 seconds. Eden has it. Gives it over to Audis. Audis taking a last slap shot on net, and that is it. The West Auckland Admirals win the game 4-3. Cleaning up a total of 6 points through this weekend. Phoenix Thunder definitely battled in this game, giving a massive effort, a lot more than yesterday, I would say. But they are on the short end of it in both results. Going down to the Admirals 4-3 in this game and 6-3 yesterday, with the Admirals moving up the standings as they salute their fans.
Yeah, so the Admirals now taking second spot with the Phoenix Thunder and the Botany Swarm sitting tied on 12 points. In third place, the Botany Swarm do have 2 games in hand on both the Admirals and the Thunder. Actually, just taking another look at the standings. redone my math. Admirals are now on 15 points alongside the Sky City Stampede, both on 15. So technically they're actually both in
first place
right now.
And the Admirals, would the Stampede have played more games, or they also both played 8 games?
Both played 8 games.
Okay, so that would make them, first equals. There you are.
Yeah, so very close season this season, which has been great. I feel like the past few seasons, it's been a little bit lopsided, but oh man, we've got some really good competition going on this year.
Yeah, a lot more parity for sure. It's really good for the league overall, and not only to see the men playing, it's also having the women's games that are being played, as you mentioned, with the Wakatipu Wild and the Dunedin Thunder women, with the Thunder women going up on that result, 3-1. But here tonight, the West Auckland team, they managed to pull off a win, 4-3 against the visiting Phoenix Thunder. And as you had already mentioned, that's earned them another 3 points and moved them up to now first equal with the Sky City Stampede.
Yes, we do have more action for you next weekend. I mentioned before we've got the Canterbury Inferno coming up to Auckland to play the Auckland Steel in the Women's Ice Hockey League. And then the Botany Swarm will be travelling to Canterbury to play the Canterbury Red Devils. The next home game for the West Auckland Admirals will be King's Birthday weekend. Sky City Stampede will come up here to play them. Potentially a top-of-the-table clash.
Yeah, you didn't want to miss that one, that's for sure.
Botany Swarm are able to upset that title for the game, but we will have to see. So, yeah, lots of games still to come. Very exciting. We will sign off here. Thanks, Ian, for helping alongside. Thanks for Bradley. First time on the camera. Did an awesome job. We will see you later.
Ka kite.